Good morning. I'm making this a couple of days after seeing Tommy Robinson released, and I just, I don't know, just process what I saw, and I got to say that um, they're never going to leave Tommy alone. This establishment, they're going to mess with him forever. They're going to try to do everything they can to destroy the man from the inside. Um, there's only one way that stops, and that is a complete root and branch of every part of our establishment, every institution. Many of the institutions just go away. Some of them have got a purpose, but like literally just a complete clear out because they're rotten to the core. And there's only one way that happens because that well, you know what that means. It means something bad has to happen, and I'm not going to elaborate on that because reasons. Not such a free speech place after all, are we? But but Tommy looked good. I was surprisingly good. Um, Good thick head of hair as well. I'm a bit jealous about that. Um, and there was one thing that was glaringly obvious hanging around his neck: some rosary beads with a crucifix. I think they're rosary beads. Um, so Tommy's found God, Jesus, or Jesus has found him, whichever way around it works. I hope so. Um, and if that would be a very, very strong explanation as to why he seemed so well. Now, obviously, there's going to be a brief euphoria about being out. You go home, you sit there, and you're alone at night or what have you, and then the thoughts come back, and I'm sure that there's going to be some fever dreams and cold sweats, and I wish you all the best, Tommy. I really do hope that you somehow you're able to get through this. And continuing the United Kingdom. So obviously, I want to talk about the United Kingdom, but briefly on the finding God thing. Um, I'm at a strange place myself personally. I've gone from being a very hard atheist, we call it anti-theist, to being very much cultural Christian. Um, Absolutely, it is by far the best method. It has led. Just look at the countries where it where they base their culture and their laws around Christian beliefs, and the majority of people thrive a lot better than in other places. It's by far the best religion. It's just whether or not it's true for me is difficult. Say not having been brought up within it, you don't have that indoctrination process when you're a kid. It's not so easy. I do pray, and one person has been in my prayers over the last 7 months, whatever, and it's been Tommy Robinson. That for him to fight for Jesus, if Jesus isn't going to come into my heart, speak to me. Can you go to Tommy? Tommy needs it. I still hope one day that I do feel that whatever it is, and I'm able to have faith. But until then, I something has changed. I think maybe a belief that there is something, some entity that is powerful, that has an interest in us, that we can't put our finger on it. I certainly think that's highly likely. Whether or not you go into the scripture and say that all of that stuff that's been written down by men is 100% true, I just don't know. But anyway, this wasn't a debate on is God real or not. This was about Tommy. So Tommy's going to crack on with United Kingdom, and this needs to grow. This needs to swell to something so massive that it will overwhelm the state. They just have no choice. They'll have no chance left because it would just be so obvious, and to the point where they're going to have to just order the army, to go in and just to quell a peaceful celebration of being British, being English, Welsh, Scottish, and all that, Northern Irish. So let that unite the kingdom grow and prosper. I do think it would be a very good idea for people that until a couple of years ago would probably have been against Tommy, you know, would have believed the propaganda. I'm thinking like primarily can't speak. Posey Parker, Kelly J. Keen. Now, I support her struggle for women being women's, you know, get hairy dicks out of women's changing rooms. I have 2 grown-up daughters, and I don't want them to have that experience. I support her. I doubt that she would support someone like me. I do think that she would still sort of be on the feminist side, although I've heard she said she's not. But yeah. Anyway, I'm not trying to rile up Posey Parker fans here, but I'm just saying that if you can get people like that into this Unite the Kingdom thing, bring their supporters, their eyes to it, then all of a sudden, you know, I've met these ladies that support Kelly J. Keen. A lot of them are very meek. They're quite nervous and afraid, and I do think it will be a great experience for them to come to Unite the Kingdom event and actually feel the support and love, and that you know the so-called far right are not really that bad. And any people might have some other ideas of people that could be brought into this to just let it expand, let it swell, let it get so big. This is my hope, and then maybe that is a way that we can actually get change in this country without the horror of what I believe is coming inevitably. And that's it, really. So, God bless you, Tommy, and keep it up, mate. And hopefully I'll get to go to the one in September. I have no idea, work, etc. But anyway, see you soon. Bye.